So much earnings to come in this afternoon. Just want to report that Elf, I'm pretty sure we all know this stock, report earnings and it wasn't so beautiful, so it fell 30% as the tariff continued with China. So Elf was expected to report, so earnings per share is 89 cent adjusted to 84 cent, and 354 million versus 350 million as expected. So the stock pull on back over 30%, but that's not even the cake of the day. Market led up today by Apple. So Apple drove market up to the over 300 points. And of course, we gave some back in the after hours where and we all saw that Nasdaq was traveling all the way up, and we appreciate times like this when Nasdaq continue to go up and we keep going up, and we appreciate this. But to come to a conclusion with the market is that AMD is just a little bit consolidating where the market is concerned. We can see that AMD is consolidating on this side while it was pushing down this morning all the way down to 157, and it came up a little. But I can tell you, I had my way with this stock already, and I warned you that this was going to take place for all the newbies in the market. This is something that happened in March, and it continuously happening. AMD will just continue to rally, and right as after earnings, then tank come in. But for the rest of the week, I just tomorrow we're expecting just a slight economic data that shouldn't shift the market to an to that extent like last week Friday that we got. We're just looking to get initial claim and continuous claim and consumer credit report at 3 o'clock tomorrow. So not much to gain from the market, but we got a huge rally today. I hope we locked in some of the profit, especially on Tesla with the news that came out that rallied to $320 a share, and Nvidia that rallied. Most of the market rallied today, but the big takeaway was Netflix. Is it time to get back some shares in Netflix? Because we saw a huge pullback to $1,144, and then we pushed right back up today in trading hours to what we pushed up to $1,778. So you can see that on the day that Netflix was a big winner, huge winner today. Also, some of the stocks that has been rallying today in the market was Amazon. Not sure if you saw the video I make about Amazon. You can help yourself out by go looking at those. Amazon rallied today from because we're trading at not last week, but I would say Monday for the last 20 days. You can see that they got rejected and was trading at 211 and pushed all the way up. But I wouldn't be so excited about buying anything right now with so much uncertainty in the market. And also looking at Nasdaq, we can see for the year that Nasdaq again tariff pushed Nasdaq all the way up, and today, which last year this time market was pulling back sharply, but guess what? In reverse, what market did was market pushed up over 300 points thanks to Apple. So tomorrow we don't know, but I can say to you that a slight information tomorrow can shift market sentiment tremendously, whether on the upside or whether on the downside. Because guess what? Last week, Friday, we got some labor information and it wasn't so good. Where market took that into perspective, the market pulled back sharply, but the bulls are in play. I can tell you that it's a strong bull market. Continuously going up, got rejected this morning, and look what we did. We came over to Apple and we pushed all the way up. So I can't say what the sentiment is going to be for the rest of the week, but we can see that in over time that Airbnb report earnings or should be reporting earnings anytime soon. The stock is still trading around the same way, but it's something that I've been watching for quite a while. I can see I was trading at $99 and push all the way up to 130, and I will continue to watch this stock even though the last 3 years it has been doing the same thing. So I'll go ahead and draw a line right here to indicate if it do pull back that it tends to find support anywhere here. Anything below this can say that it's a super oversold, and we can wait for confirmation before we decide to buy any shares whatsoever. But the main takeaway I can tell you again, the main takeaway when all of this is said and done, Amazon is the number one stock you want to look into. Why? Business are not going away anytime soon for them. They might be on the pullback right now, but the business sentiment remain the same. And we want to make sure that we're invested in good quality company going forward. So when they make money, we can make money as well. And also, to my knowledge, I found out today that IBM pay $1.68 per $1.68 dividends. So is this a good company to invest in? Definitely, because if you had bought this 1 year ago, the stock was trading at $136 and it's now 252 after I was trading. And with the pullback, we're still not seeing any upside for the stock, but we can see that we form a green candle right here. Previously, when the stock pulled back, if you can see on the pattern, pull back and we form a green candle, we continue to follow. Rejection, form a green candle, pushed up, rejected, and continue to push up to new highs. So this is my number one stock for now, watching. But I can say with market and the super overextended value, I will wait before I get in, because again, for IBM, I think, not think, but based on the chart, I can see that it tends to find support on 180 days. It tend, wow, this is even really a drastic pullback. But let's look at the 3 year and see, wow, there's no support right here. Let's look on a 1 year chart. All right, there we go. So we tend to find support on the 1 year chart at anywhere at 246 to 245. My RSI is indicating some reversal. My MACD is still not telling me it's time to buy into the stock yet. So again, this is my number one play stock, because again, it's a dividend stock and it showed through aggressiveness when it tends to pull back. Even on the 3 year, on the 5 year outlook, you can see that we tend to find support anywhere here at after anywhere in the 240 range. So again, it's something that I'm watching, one of my speculated stock that I'm definitely going to put some cash in and wait for it to grow more, because I'm buying these stocks for the next 4 to 3 to 5 years. So it's not something that I'm buying to liquidate anytime soon. But we can all agree that Nasdaq is super overbought. We can see that, and we pull back. Friday coming, we don't know if we're gonna get some rejection. Tomorrow, we don't know, but we can only wait for market to find the true direction, and then with that direction, we can go ahead and make some progress based on that. So I'm waiting to see if Airbnb will earnings will come out, but nothing as yet. Still nothing, no update. I'm waiting to see, but I would definitely give you any update in regards to that if Airbnb do report within the time frame. There's so much going on right now, but I can say please like and subscribe and let me know what you're thinking and how can I help. We saw that the president went ahead and increased another 50% tariffs and India, because they bought some oil from Russia, but nothing too crazy. But that's all I have for you today. But like, subscribe, let me know how can I help in the market, and I'm here for you guys.